We took the school bus and to the place on the indicated on the map. Really? We'll find invaders if we go here? Yeah, that's what the person who gave me this map said. And just who was that exactly? I can't tell you. It was part of our deal. A deal, you say? Yugama seemed to sense what was going on, but it didn't press the matter further. His back is against the wall too. Hoping against all hope, we headed to the right spot on the marked on the map. Almost there. Strap in. The ride's gonna get bumpy. And here we are. So the bus arrived at the place marked on the map. When we got there... A mansion? Kinda looks like a mansion. Pretty swanky, isn't it? Maybe a commander lived here. We arrived at a lavishly decorative estate. There was no sign of any enemies near the entrance, but... Let's go inside. Come with me, guys. We cautiously made our way through the mansion with bated breath. Were there really any invaders here? Anxiety and anticipation made my heart beat so loudly that I could barely focus. Please let there be invaders. I don't want to get... If we don't get some points, your boss is... I gulped, deep inside the estate. We found what we've been looking for. There were so many invaders. Am I dreaming? I wanted to pinch my cheeks to be sure. I didn't have any minute to waste. We had to seize this golden opportunity. Yeah! Let's go, guys. Hunt with everything you've got. Yeah. Right? We attacked the invaders with all our might. Yugama was capable of hunting alone. He didn't need any help. But Tsubasa wasn't so good at fighting outside the school. Well, I helped her get those points. Hunting down the invaders just like always. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. I feel like you've really racked up points. Yeah, but we can't stop yet. Maru and the twins had gained a huge amount of points from finishing off with Squad 4 commander at the outpost. We have to keep going, getting points here if we want to close the gap. Decided to keep hunting without taking any time to rest. Is that all of them? Are there any more invaders? Looked around, but it had gone quiet inside the estate. Looks like we got them all. What? It's not enough. We need more points if we want to save Tsubasa. Just then, Yugama suddenly whirled around, facing the innermost part of the estate. Careful, guys. A strange presence is approaching from over there. Invaders? Similar, but something's off. Off how? The sound of their footsteps doesn't jive with what I'm sensing. These steps, they seem... Just as Yugama tilted his head in confusion, they showed themselves. Huh? Is it Takamaru and the twins? Couldn't believe my eyes. What I was seeing shouldn't have even been possible. No way, how?
How are there humans here?
I thought they all escaped to the artificial satellite.
Does this mean some of them were left here on Earth? We should ask what happened.
We dropped our weapons at our feet and tried to talk to the people. But...
You invaders will stoop to any low, won't you? How did you even find this place? It's your fault we changed!
I'm gonna kill you right here and now!
Why are they so mad?
I don't think they're in the mood to talk.
The air was tense. We weren't going to be able to avoid a fight.
Let's run, before they can attack!
We turned to the exit so we could leave the estate. But at the very next moment...
Are you sure about that? Live long and Tsubasa will die, you know?
We skidded to a halt after hearing a voice that shouldn't have been there. When we turned around, we saw a single bee hovering in the air. It was one of the sponsors, and it seemed larger than the others.
Did I startle you? This bee comes equipped with a transceiver. I can speak to you remotely. Anytime, anywhere.
Sponsor is speaking to us through the bee.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to chat. We need to get going.
Going? Why? There's so many invaders here. Don't you want to score some points?
We hunted down all the invaders. All that's left are... humans.
Takumi, what in the world are you talking about? Those things are clearly invaders.
What?
These people? Invaders? We're not on Earth, are we? That would make a lot of sense as to why we're being called invaders, and why the commanders are being called invaders, and why these people are invaders. We're not on Earth. We're on another planet. We technically invaded another planet. That's why it all makes sense. That's why we're all invaders. 'Cause we've invaded another planet.
Stop staring and come at me! Stop staring! Or we'll come whether you're ready or not!
I'm gonna kill you! Gonna kill you!
More precisely, they're the armature for invaders. They haven't been processed yet, so they appear more human.
What the hell are you talking about?
The basement of that building is one of the invader production facilities. It was gathering dust for ages, but now it's back in commission. That is to say, these armatures were brought here to mass produce new invaders after their numbers were so thoroughly decimated.
Wait. Invaders are made from people?
Opinions are split on whether these armatures can be considered human. But in layman's terms, you're exactly right.
What?
Invaders are made from people. And SCU has been murdering people.
Alright, I have one more important thing to share with you. Those armatures are worth a lot of points.
These people are...
Armatures are highly valuable, much more than full-fledged invaders. So whoever bravely hunts them down will be rewarded extra special bonus points.
Don't be ridiculous. I don't care how many points they're worth. I'm not going to kill human beings.
Neither am I. The idea of killing people?
I may be a filthy assassin, but I don't kill people outside of work.
Wow, you still have such righteous moral compasses. But are you sure? If you don't hunt them, Tsubasa's going to die.
Tsubasa's going to die the moment I heard those words. My body lurched with a wave of dizziness.
Takumi, don't listen to them. I'm not willing to kill people for my own survival.
Let's find another way. We can't stay here.
Oh? There aren't any invaders left anywhere else. You really did hunt them to extinction. If you want to save your little friend, you'll have to make a choice here. Isn't that right, Takumi?
This is the real reason why the sponsor pointed me here. They wanted to force me to choose between killing human beings or letting one of my friends get killed.
Are you gonna fight or not? To hell with it! Brace yourselves! We'll kamikaze you monsters!
Yeah, we're soldiers. We're not scared of dying.
I can't kill another person, even if they're a soldier. But I don't deserve to lose another friend. Tsubasa, Yugamu, close your eyes. Takumi, what are you gonna do? Please don't. You can't. The moment I decided to come here, the choice was already made. I want to protect Yugamu after he stayed by my side through everything, and I want to protect a girl I've truly come to care about. I held my sword aloft with trembling hands. That's right, Takumi. Do it. Amateurs are incredibly weak. One strike from your blade and it's all over. Shut up. I'm not doing this because you convinced me. I'm doing this for my own free will, to save Tsubasa's life.
No! Takumi! Don't!
Stop, Takumi!
I have to summon the evil inside of me, just this once. I need to channel Eito. Inside of my body, I will carry the will of a person who's so despised humanity. I'll take this sword and...
No!
I brought it down swiftly. No! No! He hit Tsubasa, didn't he? He did Tsubasa, didn't he? I can't. No matter how hard I try, I can't forget. I killed human beings. I committed an unforgivable crime. Okay, did he kill them or did he kill Tsubasa? The game kind of made it seem like Tsubasa jumped in front of him. Unable to confront what I've done, I was hiding from reality under covers of my bed. How could I? Who were those people? What were they doing there? Why were they so hostile toward us even though we were human just like them? They were humans just like us. Why are there still people on Earth? It's that they all evacuated to the satellite. Unless it makes any sense. Nobody knows the truth. Even try to tell what's going on here. One thing's for certain. Those people, I killed them. I can still feel the weight of the sin on my palms. That was all that mattered. Enough of this. I don't want to think anymore. Takumi, are you up? I swear I just heard Nozomi's voice. I thought I was hallucinating, but then I could sense someone at my bedside. Closing ceremony for round 3 just wrapped up. You saved Tsubasa. You did it, Takumi. Thank you for saving her. I saved her life. They heard the news. A single tear trickled from my eye. Thank goodness. I managed to protect the girl I love. I really did it. Tsubasa's been in bed for a while, but I'm sure she'll be there soon. So you better get well soon too, okay? If he really wants to see you. Nozomi's being so optimistic and cheery. She must be trying to lift my spirits. I need to face what I've done. Who was executed in round 3? Nozomi flinched after I asked in a strained voice. It was Takamaru. Guess he gave all the invaders he found over to the twins. So he ended up in last place.
Huh?
I see. That's a real Takamaru way to go out. He's always putting his friends first. He must be cursing me from the other side. He hated me so much and I ended up forcing him in the last place. No. Just before he was executed, he suddenly got so calm. He said he wanted to tell you he was sorry. Sorry? To me? He gave me a letter. I'll read it to you. Takumi, I'm sorry for all the horrible crap I did to you. I just hated you so dang much. But when I thought about it with a cool head, I couldn't even remember why I felt that way about you. Maybe I was using my hatred for you to avoid confronting reality. Sorry I made you my scapegoat. I'm the only one to blame for everything. You don't gotta forgive me, but you gotta forgive Ima and Kako. Adios. Takamaru is such a sweetheart. That's the end of his message. Takamaru. He was such a good guy. I always knew that since we survived 100 days together once, but why do things have to end up this way? Takamaru. Zumi ran her hand reassuringly over my back as I screamed my throat hoarse. Sleep, wake up. Sleep, wake up. I cycled quickly between sleep and wakefulness. What I did weighed on me too heavily when I was awake, so I would retreat back to the land of sleep in search of reprieve. But whenever I sleep, I dream of the day I killed those people. The memory of my hand covered in blood would return. Flew out of bed, soaked in sweat, but even awake I was still in hell. It was agony after agony, whether I was sleeping or awake, but I didn't try to pull myself out of the cycle. Can't run away from this pain. After all, this is what I... just then.
Yeah, Takumi. Still being antisocial in there?
Evening, Takumi. The two of us decided to sneak into your room in the dead of night. I could hear Yagami and Darumi in the darkness. The two of them sat beside my bed and launched right into some casual small talk. You were probably hoping for Tsubasa. Unfortunately, she's not feeling well right now. The mental shock caused her to develop a fever, but she's been getting better, so don't worry.
Mr. Tsubasa is getting 24-hour personal care from me. There's nothing to worry about at all.
Oh, there's plenty to worry about.
I adapt every nook and cranny of Mr. Tsubasa. His body was a damp cloth. The inside of Mr. Tsubasa's body flushed by fever. It was so erotic.
Takumi, you're the only one who can protect Tsubasa from the clutches of the perverted succubus. You better get up before something terrible happens.
Yes, calming Darumi. I can't even read that.
They kept directing the conversation back to me. I wanted an answer, but I was desperately resisted the urge. We brought Darumi to meet Kamune yesterday. It was a total disaster. Darumi got way too excited at how cute she is.
I can't possibly keep that cool after seeing a cute little shrine maiden. Kamune, light of my life, fire of my lines. I grabbed her and munched those cute little ears, even when she tried to fight me off with tears in my eyes. I munched without mercy.
Darumi was all over her, so Nozomi got jealous. Hearing them talk made me want to return to normalcy. But I can't go back. I can never go back. I took the lives of those people. I robbed them of the days that they lied ahead of them. It wouldn't be fair if I just kept living a life of joy and pleasure. I can't allow it. I'm not gonna get out of this bed. I'll stay here until I die. I need to wallow in the anguish of hell, and die in the dog's death. After all, this is the only way I can atone.
You're in an awfully sorrow state, Takumi. I heard another voice.
It was Kamune. She didn't leave the hangar to come check. It was Kamune. Did she leave the hangar to come check on me?
Yagami told me yet everything. No wonder you're so worn out. You must have been quite shocked to find out the truth behind what you referred to as invaders.
Shocked to even begin to cover it. My whole world had been turned upside down.
Takumi, are you disappointed? Takumi, as you've discovered, invaders were once human. The truth of the invaders is that they are combat organisms created from wooden soldiers and veterans. I never wanted to tell you this cold, painful truth.
So we've been fighting other humans all this time.
Yes, in a sense.
Which means the destruction of the surface isn't because of world deaths. It's the scars left from the ravages of war. The TRC we'd all been living in before must have been some kind of underground shelter then. Even if it's a war, we can't kill people.
It's true that you killed people, but you could view it as an act of salvation. You killed the people you killed were poor soldiers, fated to turn into combat organisms in the near future. You allowed them to die as humans. You freed them from their fate of being turned into monsters. That compassion is not evil. All the things that originate by God are sculptures. Scriptures said there is no such thing as destiny.
Commune tried desperately to reason with me, to free me from my guilt. And while I appreciated the thought, I didn't want to be freed. If I let myself forget what it felt like, I'll sure to end up doing it again. I just had this horrible feeling that it would happen. So I clung to my guilty conscience and decided to rot away here. It was only right.
You're completely depressed, aren't you, Takumi?
I heard another voice. This time it was the sponsor.
Fair enough. I mean, you've been tainted by the act of murder. But it was splendid, the way you killed them so mercilessly. That noble knight, dirtying his hands to protect the one he loves. You really are quite the romantic.
So you see,
It gives my life so much meaning to push romantics like you to commit mortal sins. Heh, you should see the look on your face when you look like a prisoner locked up in a dungeon.
A prisoner? Well, I am a criminal, so I deserve to die a miserable death in a filthy cell.
The knight awakes from his delusions of romance and confronts his crimes to discover he is no more than a mere murderer. He must find himself hideous. He must be repulsed with himself. I must make him wish he was dead.
Murderer pretending to be a knight in shining armor. That describes me perfectly. I don't regret my choice, but I wish I was dead. They're right.
Oh, I only wish I could torture you now, that you're so weak and fragile. But I can't. It's against the rules for the sponsor to touch you unprovoked.
even so.
Darn it, who made this ridiculous rule anyway? I want to play with you, Takumi. I guess that leaves no choice. I'll just have to toy with your mental state.
You're an evil murderer, and you think you're better than everyone else.
I don't think Takumi thinks he's better than everyone else.
Nobody likes you, everybody hates you, might as well go eat worms.
Sponsor kept childishly insulting me. Every time I fell asleep, I dreamed of the people I killed. They were ghosts, glaring at me in the darkness. And when I awoke, the ghosts would vanish and replaced with endless darkness. I'd go back to sleep, and the ghosts would hover in the air once more. I'd wake up, and they'd disappear. Every day repeated itself. Gradually, I started to be unable to discern if I was dead or alive. Or maybe, the night I killed them, I died with them.
Takumi.
I was on the verge of tears the moment I heard her voice. I wanted to leap out of bed and cling to her. It took everything in me not to do that on impulse.
I'm sorry I wasn't here sooner. I've been in bed all this time, too. I'm sorry you're in so much pain, and you shouldn't be. Sorry you had to do something like that because of me.
I could clearly hear the sound of Tsubasa's tears hitting the floor.
Huh?
It's okay. I'm the one who did it. When someone does something wrong, they need to suffer for it.
No, you didn't do anything wrong to Takumi. The ones who we really should be blaming are the people who put us on this horrible situation to begin with. We got dragged here all of a sudden and forced to fight these enemies we didn't know anything about. And then this killing game started. It's all so confusing. Didn't do anything wrong.
Also, they were threatening to kill us. So technically it's not murder, it's self-defense. So you could make a self-defense argument. You could get out of a murder rap. Two teardrops fell onto my cheek. The girl I love is crying. I want to comfort her, but I can't touch her. My hands are too dirty. No, Tsubasa. There's no point in trying to rationalize it. I can't run away from what I did. My hands tell the story. They're covered in blood. But that will never wash away. Wasn't about words or reason. My hands gave it away. They branded me as a criminal. Don't worry about me anymore. I'm evil. I don't belong with you guys. I wanted to get Tsubasa as far away from me as soon as possible. I didn't want to sully her with the sin and death I brought with me. But she never made any attempt to leave my side.
Fine. If you think that you're a criminal, so be it. Takumi's a criminal. I'm fine with this new label of yours. So at least hear what I have to say about our future.
Our future?
I talked with Yugamu and Darumi earlier. We're never going to be able to go back to how it was before. Yugamu made Kyosuke drink poison. Darumi killed Hiriko. Even if we tried to live like normal in the complex, I think we'd suffer trying to readjust to our peaceful lives.
She's right. We stayed a long way from our lives we used to live. Couldn't face my mom or dad. I couldn't go back to that life. Not that I had ever even planned on trying. But Tsubasa, you're still clean. You can still go back.
Listen to me, Takumi. We'll live together as roommates, and we'll get to the artificial satellite.
Roommates?
We're not some cheap little detached home, and all four of us criminals can live together in poverty. Might be hard for us to reintegrate into society when we get back from the war, but at least when we go home, we'll have friends who went through it with us. I'm sure we can overcome anything as long as we're together.
Tsubasa's voice was lively as she described our future together.
We'll get part-time jobs so we can afford food and pay for the bills. We need to start researching some cheap but tasty recipes right away. We should get some cheap appliances from secondhand shops. Even total junk is no problem, because I can just fix it.
Tsubasa, what are you...
We'll be busy on weekdays, so we might not even get to see each other. We can make up for it by making sure take the weekends off together. We can rent some cheap DVDs and have all-day watch parties.
That very moment, I could clearly envision the life Tsubasa was describing. It was so vivid, almost like I could reach out and grab it.
I bet Darumi won't want to watch anything except B-grade horror movies. She and Yugamu will love it. We're gonna feel left out, but we'll still watch all of them to the end. Doesn't take much to convince us, huh? After we're done, we'll all clean up the popcorn Darumi threw all over the place. We'll all sigh and laugh as we sweep. You'll say, "You made us waste our day off watching these garbage movies." And I'll say, "But I kind of enjoyed it."
Overwhelming feeling welled up as I played out the scene in my head. A feeling rising up from me. It was longing. I wanted this future. I wanted it so bad it hurt. No. I can't start dreaming about the future. I can't let myself have a future after taking so many lives. It's not right. Go away. Go away. I frantically repeated these words in my head. Demons aren't allowed to dream about happy endings.
Ah.
There was a warm sensation on my lips. Subasa's lips rested neatly atop mine. Her breasts, her warmth, her hopes, her life. I felt it all in my soul.
I just took half of your sins, Takumi. Guess that makes me a criminal too. And in exchange, I gave you half of my life.
And when I heard those words, I truly felt like I'd been reborn. There was a faint warmth in my chest.
It's okay. You can make things right. I know you're a kind person, Takumi. So please, make my dream come true. Let's all be roommates.
After another kiss on the cheek, she suddenly jolted back.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did it again. I guess two people practically back to back. Am I that easy? Anyway, Takumi, we'll get back soon. I'm out of here. Tsubasa rushed out the door. The sound of her briskly shutting it behind her echoed in the room. The moment I heard that sound. Huh? And I consciously risen to my feet. My body was moving. My heart was telling me I still wanted to live. But it was as if I'd never lost the will to keep going in the first place. I felt almost as if it wasn't myself. Right. I guess I'm half Tsubasa now. So Asa breathed half of her life into me. She hadn't taken and she'd taken half of my sin, which meant...
Okay, Tsubasa. Let's do this.
I'm the most horrible person to ever exist. Complete villain who kills people. Scum that doesn't deserve to live. Trash. The Grim Reaper. A demon. That's exactly why I have to fight for my friends. I'll use these filthy hands to cradle Tsubasa's beautiful dream and keep it safe. And in order to do that...
I'm gonna finish this invader hunt. Once and for all.
Sorry for warning you guys. I'm fine now. Next morning, I'm back on my feet. Called everyone to a hangar and apologized for being in bed so long. Takumi, thank goodness you're okay. You were so sad you're there. I'll make you some porridge with egg later, okay? No thanks on the porridge. I had the feeling Nozumi's been turning more and more sisterly ever since she started looking after Kimun. Rumi, Yugamu, you two came to visit a lot. Thanks for cheering me up.
Too bad you didn't die. I could have get Mrs. Tsubasa out of myself.
You look so adorable in your catatonic state. I wanted to immortalize you in wax and use you to decorate my room. Hey, stop saying scary things so... no dessert. Seriously? Stop with the big sister act.
Hey, everyone looks like Commune to her now.
I wanted to thank Commune 2. There was no sign of her. Maybe she's working in the escape pod. And last, but far from least, Tsubasa. She awkwardly averted her eyes. I guess she must be feeling embarrassed about what happened. I decided I would talk to her later about it. Then I looked at Yugamu. He urged me to keep talking with his eyes. Takumi, sorry to do this when you're just getting back, but we need to discuss what happens next right away. If we take too long, round 4 will start. Round 4 will last till from day 86 to day 100. Right now is our break. There's no ways we're gonna do this the fourth time. Absolutely not. We're all in agreement then. We're not participating in this invader hunt again. But if we want to leave the game, we're going to need to procure fuel for the escape pod somehow. Fuel, that's in a large amount of cryptoglobin. Commune said before we need the cryptoglobin from the strongest class of commanders. Strongest class of commanders, that dull shelf surely fits the bill. If we can beat him and take his cryptoglobin, we'll definitely be able to launch the escape pod. But he was insanely strong. Attacks didn't do anything to him. I have PTSD from getting killed by him.
Are you alright, Mr. Tsubasa? If you need somewhere to get puke, aim for my face.
Ah.
I can relate to your nausea. DullShiro is beyond powerful.
Ah.
However, how is it fair that his defense is enough to nullify every attack? He's the one we just can't beat. Alone, that is.
Huh?
Alone? I wonder what he might be implying just then.
Please allow me to handle DullShiro.
Yeah.
Whoa, when did you get here?
Jailbait Shrine Maiden. It's so cute when you just show up like that. My sister's the cutest in the cosmos.
True enough, but more importantly, Commune, do you know anything about DullShiro?
DullShiro is the most renowned warrior in all of history. Naturally, the word of his ability spreads through the land. So do you know how we can get through his impossible defense of his? DullShiro, he's permanently cloaked in a mist of divine blood, cryptoglobin. The blood he expels is his true form of impenetrable defense. In order to damage him, we must first destroy his cloak of cryptoglobin.
Destroy it. How do we do that?
It's quite simple. Use poison. Pure divine blood is only weak to poison. Even more so when it's exposed like that.
So we need poison that works on cryptoglobin. We better figure that out or... Wait, hold on. I could have sworn we already... Eigamu. Eigamu, are you good, bro? The cryptoglobin they absorb courses through their bodies, so I simply need to develop a poison that acts on cryptoglobin. Eigamu, you made a poison that works on cryptoglobin when you killed the previous sponsor, right? Could we use that to beat DullShiro? Yes, I was thinking the same thing. About giving Commune the poison I made.
Ikamu's poison is quite well made. After I make a few improvements to it, it'll be able to break through DullShiro's impenetrable defenses.
Things are moving smoothly and quickly. If we keep this momentum going, we'll be able to take down DullShiro and get his cryptoglobin. Don't celebrate just yet. We have another foe who's far more bigger nuisance. Let me guess. The sponsor. I can't get a read on them at all. It's highly likely that they'll insert themselves into battle with DullShiro.
They might have an even more evil trick in store for us. Knowing them, they'll definitely do. Maybe we should take out the sponsor first? I'm gonna kill DullShiro first. If we keep letting Grandpa wander around outside the old folks' home, it's not gonna be pretty.
In short, we have two options right now. Target DullShiro or target the sponsor. And making that decision. Falls to me, team leader, I suppose. It so pains me to force you to make a decision while you're convalescing, but I would prefer if our leader chose our course of action. Whatever you choose, we'll see it through to the end. Do we take care of DullShiro as soon as possible, or we take out the sponsor first? If we get DullShiro's cryptoglobin, we can escape, but it's entirely possible the sponsor will throw something at us to stop us. We'll start with the sponsor then. But I'd really rather avoid direct confrontation with him. We already know how to deal with DullShiro, but we don't even know who or what the sponsor really is. DullShiro or the sponsor? I have to make a choice. What am I gonna do here? We'll fight DullShiro. It's way better if we can avoid fighting the sponsor. We have no idea what they might throw at us after all. Avoiding fighting an unknown entity sounds logical to me. Their next opponent is DullShiro. I'll give it all I've got this time. That ogre popped me like a balloon.
I need to get my revenge.
Commune, you get to work on the poison for Dalshal.
Indeed. Follow my divine footsteps towards your fated victory. Commune, I'll help you. I have a bit of medical knowledge.
If I recall, Dalshal said something after we fought him last time. He said he'd come to the school. We will start anew. Next time it will be at your school. He says he's gonna come to us, and then we'll let him. We'll set up poison traps around the school grounds and be ready to wait for engage. We'll intercept him. It was settled. We wouldn't participate in round 4. Instead, we made steady preparations whenever Dalshal eventually showed up. 87 was when Dalshal finally showed up at the school. But his entrance completely defied our expectations. In more ways than one. Dalshal had just walked onto our school grounds. After finding him standing out there, we rushed out to the school where he was standing. When did you get here?
What happened to the alarm? Why didn't it go off?
Alarm? What are you talking about?
I seriously feel like if we took off his mask, he's gonna look like he's gonna be someone from the academy. He's got to be someone related to the academy. That's the only explanation. Isn't this a commander? Yeah, his name is Dalshal. He's incredibly strong, so look out. I was watching from the roof. He just walks through the wall of fire like it was nothing. Hell, Timer has to be basically invincible if Undying Flames can't touch him.
Dang it. If this wasn't the plan, the fight wasn't supposed to start like this. It was also sudden that we were thrown off. It was going to be hard for us to even fight properly now. I'll give you 1 minute. Calm your minds and prepare for battle. With that, Dalshal turned away and put some distance between us.
He's waiting? Didn't mention it like sneak attacks or something before, right?
Looks like we've been saved by his code of chivalry. Yeah, we're about to get completely wiped out before we get started. We calmed ourselves during the minute we were giving. And then we began our battle against the practically invincible commander.
Let us begin. Come and prepare to die.
This is our last fight. Everybody, stick to the plan.
What plan? Nobody told us anything.
Yeah, because you didn't deserve to know.
We have traps buried around the school grounds. We just have to get him to step on one.
Reckless attacks will get you killed. We're going to need to use our wits for this fight.
Okay, we can just skip it. Good. Beautiful.
This is poison gas. I never would have guessed there was a poison that could work on me. All my vaunted defense has come crumbling down.
Don't turn tail and run just because your invincibility's gone! We urgently need you to die for us!
Now why would I run? I have been waiting to be cornered like this my entire life. I've always fought to die in battle.
To die?
To die on the battlefield is the fate of all true warriors. Do you not also long for the pleasure of an honorable death?
Is it?
Absolutely not. Because all we want is to live.
Life and death are but two sides of the same coin. For you to live, you must put your enemy to death. Now that the time has come, kill me to gain the life you so deeply desire. To battle! So I've lost. The time of my destruction is upon me. But I have no regrets. I die a warrior.
I still don't get it. Deep down, doesn't everyone want to keep on living?
In this world, sometimes death is more constructive than continuing to live. When I defied that woman, I was ousted from my position as a hero, imprisoned. I despaired of dying in that emptiness. I am truly grateful you all appeared. Because now I can die on the battlefield as a warrior.
Thank you for fighting honorably.
You could have massacred us if you'd opted for a sneak attack instead.
Yeah. I'm glad you were the last enemy we had to face.
It was an honor to have you as my last opponents as well. You are all true warriors. Now, finish me off like the warriors you are, and enjoy your reward of life.
If we could get Dalshal's cryptoglobin, we could take the escape pod from the artificial satellite. Held my sword over his head to end Dalshal's life, before I could say anything in response. Yep. Sponsor's beast descended furiously from above. What are these insects? They lifted Dalshal's body high up in the air before I could so much as blink. They sucked all the blood out of him.
Bravo! A truly incredible victory! Beating an unfair boss like that means you really are top-class hunters!
Suddenly appearing out of nowhere, the sponsor took control of the scene.
Oh, great. You're always just in time to ruin things.
Get out of here! I don't even want to look at you!
What are you doing here, sponsor? This isn't your scene. Drop Dalshaw's cryptoglobin and get lost.
Oh, Takumi! So glad to see you're feeling better. But if you're not sick anymore, you should really be hunting. That invader hunt without you is hardly worth running. Turns out, every good game needs a villain. A savage murderer like you.
Shut up and give us the cryptoglobin. Do you want me to kill you right here?
Okay, settle down. I'll give your prize back here.
Sponsor cleared their throat and began to imitate the previous sponsor.
I shall divide this mighty prize among only the most excellent of my hunters. I'll split Dalshaw's cryptoglobin between the current 3 top players. In first, Garumi Amamiya. In second, Takumi Surino. In third, Yugamu Omotagi.
Why is Takumi in second? Takumi should technically be in first. He should have way more points than Darumi because of what he did. It's interesting Darumi is still in first.
These 3 will receive the reward. Now then, please accept my gift.
Sponsor used the beast to distribute the syringes filled with Dalshal's cryptoglobin to the top 3 hunters. All of Dalshal's cryptoglobin ended up in the hands of our team. In other words, we were able to launch the escape pod. That's why I fought to keep the smile off my face. I was so happy on the inside I wanted to dance, but I couldn't show my emotions in front of the sponsor. We need to tread carefully until we launch the escape pod. With joy in our hearts, knowing we'd outwitted the sponsor, our team left the schoolyard. Dalshal's cryptoglobin in hand, we headed right for the hangar. We ran down the halls at full tilt. We arrived at the gym, and through the hole hidden in the loose floorboard. We went down to the escape pod hangar. Commune, we got Dalshal's cryptoglobin. We finally did it. Commune, give me a high five. We held up our hard-won syringes of cryptoglobin and announced the news to Commune, but... Huh? Commune? Maybe she's taking a nap?
Hey, little shrine maiden girl, come out already.
We called out, but Commune didn't come. She must have been focused on her work inside the pod. I checked inside, but there was no sign of her in the escape pod either.
Why? Why isn't she here?
Where did she go?
I told her it was dangerous, so she needed to stay put.
Maybe she noticed we were fighting Dalsha and went to see how it was going.
She was really worried about whether we'd be able to win.
Let's look for her. We can't let the twins find her.
She's more than likely the target of the invader hunt. If the twins find her, they might go after her in hopes of getting her points, like happened with Ava. We sprinted out of the storm and looked all over the school. In every classroom. The infirmary. The war room. The rec room. No matter where we looked, there was no sign of her. We regrouped in the gym. She's not here. We can't find her anywhere. Commune, where did you go? Stay calm, Nozomi. It's okay, we're gonna find her. But if we still haven't found her, it's possible someone took her. What? If it was Ima or Kaku, they might have already taken her outside of the school.
There's no points. Since there's no points if you don't let them outside.
We need to hurry. We should all search outside. We ran through the entrance into the schoolyard in search of Commune, but we found someone blocking our way. The sponsor.
What's the rush? Is it track and field day?
Move, we don't have time for you right now. We squeezed past the sponsor and started to run for the wall of fire.
Are you perhaps looking for someone?
Huh?
I skidded to a halt in the dirt and whirled around to face the sponsor. Don't tell me. Did you take Commune?
Commune? You mean the shrine maiden looking girl?
How? Of all the people to find her, why the sponsor? Where are you hiding her? Give her back. Give her back right now. Nozumi, if you attacked him, you'd be breaking the rules. Tsubasa just barely managed to restrain Nozumi and from grabbing his sponsor. Sponsor, you abducted her, didn't you?
Oh my god, you snatched a little girl, you big freak. You better give her back. Make it quick and I won't tell everyone you're a sick pedo. Can you leave the word abducted and pedo out of this? I was just doing your job of capturing a stray invader loitering on school property. You should be thanking me.
I knew it. She must have realized we were fighting and gone to check on us. Unfortunately, she must have run into the sponsor. Give her back. Give Commune back.
Please! Give me back my sister!
Sponsor suddenly stared at Nozumi as she screamed. They must have found it amusing. They love toying with people's emotions. What do you want, Sponsor? What do we have to do to get her back? Tell us what you want right now.
Can you stop accusing me of kidnapping? I swear I didn't snatch the invader girl.
Liar. Where is she?
What a strange question. She's been with you this whole time.
With us? What are you even saying? Bruh.
He didn't give us Dalsha's cryptic globe, he gave us hers.
Handed her out. You mean the syringes? What do those have to do with... Then it hit me. A vicious chill ran down my spine. Immediately pulled out the syringe from my pocket. No. No way. That's Dalsha's cryptoglobin in there. It has to be.
It wasn't all that much, but that little girl had some cryptoglobin inside her. I sucked it out of her and put it in the syringe along with Dalsha's. A special blood donation service for my hardest workers.
The sponsor's laugh echoed across the school grounds. My head spun, and I nearly collapsed on the spot. That means, while we were fighting TheLordShiro, Commune was already...
No, you're lying. You have to be lying.
Yeah, I don't believe it. You're messing with us.
You see,
If that's what you think, then take a look. Maybe you'll at least manage to find her body.
Commune, where are you? Izumi was walking on steady legs, her expression stunned.
Commune, where are you? Answer me, please.
After that, we walked every inch of the school in search of Commune. Sponsor was just lying. There's no way she'd be dead. That's what we wanted to believe, but... As night fell, we found a body in the corner of the schoolyard. It was drained of cryptoglobin and completely desiccated. But we were sure it was her. Wait, Nozomi! Couldn't stop her. She was mad with grief knowing her little sister had been killed. Driven by pure loathing, she charged at the sponsor. Nozomi attacked Demon Grace through them, the protection of the bees. And as punishment for violating the rules, she was executed.
And it just ends there? You're just gonna end it like that?
Yeah. A cruel end for Commune. Dang. Still want to defeat the sponsor. They're the embodiment of evil. Unless we eradicate from this world, they'll come back and haunt us again and again. I fell for their ruse and became a murderer. I can't let anyone else make that same mistake.
I totally agree with Takumi. I'll never forget the sponsor for toying with us and exploiting our kindness. Never. Nobody gets away with harming my dear Takumi.
My dear Takumi, is there something we should know?
That was a joke. It's just a joke. There's nothing going on between me and Takumi. Nothing at all, right? Right, Takumi?
Yeah. Absolutely nothing. Like not even a teensy little thing? Cross your hearts and hope to die? What sort of follow-up question is that? I already said it was nothing. No, I mean, if we're getting technical, there is one thing.
Why are you telling them about that?
Just slipped out.
Up and die. Dear dumb normies. Only Takumi now. What is happening? Why are Tsubasa and Takumi fighting all of a sudden? It's more of an expression of love. You will understand when you're older.
Stop it. You'd better get better things to do than tease me right now.
Think we should be talking about this even more. We all want to see you happy, Takumi.
What? See me happy?
You've been suffering all this time because you took on the toughest role among us. So when we see you happy, it gives us a sense of relief.
Basically, we wish for your happiness as much as you wish for ours. Didn't you know? You were heartbroken all those days because you were out of commission. We'll fight the sponsor for daring to inflict so much pain on you for the kicks.
Because making you happy is the only reason we're even fighting.
In that moment, I knew in my heart that we could beat the sponsor. It was friends like this behind me could overcome any cunning or intrigue the sponsor threw at me. This time, we'll succeed. Sponsor is going down. Rosalind glances and nodded. I lied to myself that we would defeat the sponsor. Okay, we'll need to firm up our strategy. If you will kindly accompany me to the biolab. Why the biolab? There's something I need to show everyone. Something critical to our plan for beating the sponsor. Gamma led us to the biolab. What's he got for us? Here you go. Take a look at these. Gamma retrieved some things from the shelf and laid them out on the desk. These are dismembered parts of a dead body. Yes, indeed. I went around collecting them from all over the schoolyard while we were on our little break. Dismembered body in the schoolyard. Whose is it? There's no mistaking it. These body parts of the first sponsor who self-destructed on the last day of the second round. They blew themselves up to hide their identity after they realized the poison was lethal. That must be some way the body parts are charred. Anyway, I analyzed these assorted remains the other day and discovered something very intriguing. The body has already been dead for several years. Years? But the sponsor only self-destructed 20 days ago, so... I was surprised too. I convinced myself I must have made a mistake. So I checked again and again, but the result was always the same. Every corpse had been dead for at least a few months, sometimes years. So they're zombies, somehow. Is that why you said Guy? 'Cause he did at one point, I think it's when we set him on fire, he said Guy. So did the geese have something to do with this? The sponsor's true identity was a dead body. Dead body? You mean they were a zombie? Think about it. Doesn't it make a lot of what we knew about them make sense? They didn't need to eat or sleep. They kept coming back even when we killed them. That's like textbook definition of zombie. I don't know. It sounded too outrageous to me. You think it's impossible, right? How many impossible things have already been witnessed since coming to this academy? There's probably an actual person controlling these dead bodies using hemoenema. That would explain why the sponsor had so many bodies at their disposal. They were all corpse puppets. They could grab as many dead bodies as they wanted from a cemetery or something. That's what the first sponsor really was, an army of dead bodies. This idea could also explain why they organized the invader hunt in the first place. What do you mean? By making us slaughter invaders by the dozens, the sponsor would get their prime pick of dead bodies. They could create as many spares as they wanted. Or pawn them up and make us create dead bodies for them. Exactly. To the sponsor, we are just corpse clearing contractors. That's why the rules of the hunt were fairly lenient toward the players. It was set up in such a way to ensure the sponsor wouldn't lose too many of their contractors all at once.
Only executing one player per round just seemed kinda half-baked to me.
And the duration of each round went to 15 days, slowing down the pace of the executions. Point distributions was to help us stay alive for longer as well. Because of that, we were able to hunt together in teams. Also that we could create as many dead bodies as possible. We've been dancing to the zombies' morbid tune for irks the heck out of me. Do you think the second sponsor is also a corpse puppet? Odds are deathly high. They claim to be the sponsor's successor, but they're likely just one of many corpses the first sponsor still had at their disposal. This is mind-boggling. The sponsor has been using us all this time to create dead bodies. They've turned into zombies, but wait. Blood-curdling possibilities suddenly flashed across my mind. The sponsor could control dead bodies. Gamu, the sponsor ability is to control corpses. Could they use our friends' bodies as well? What if they raid Kyoshika's grave to steal her body? Or Kurata's grave? Gaku and Eito's bodies are in danger as well. We left them in a morgue. Sponsor could easily have stolen them under our noses. That's just inhumane. Using their bodies after they've been died. Let's go check the graves in the morgue immediately. We need to make sure the bodies are accounted for. Turn all at once at the lab one. Whoa, chill out, guys. Yugamo stopped us, his arms outstretched across the doorway. I've already searched our friend's remains. Searched? Secured them? Where? In their own dignified coffins in my room. Since we're on the subject, you can come and pay your respects. You've been keeping their dead bodies in your room. Bro. We hesitantly headed to Yagamu's room. Inside we saw... Yagamu's room was packed wall to wall with coffins. It looked more like a morgue than a bedroom.
Where's your furniture? Your bed?
I dismembered and disposed of them. I figured these guys' eternal sleep was more important than mine, you know?
Thank you, Yugamu, for protecting their bodies all by yourself.
I'm so glad they're safe.
Yeah. You did great. Once the invader hunt is over, we'll give them a proper reburial.
Yugamu, what are those things on top of the coffins?
The bombs from inside their bodies. I surgically removed them when I brought them here. It didn't feel right to leave something so sickening inside them, even in death, you know?
Yugamu.
Could we use those against the sponsor? Could feel chills welling up at Yagamu's kind consideration. He was probably more repulsed by the bombs than ever, having been blown up by one himself the other day. We all stood before the coffins to pay our respects before leaving Yagamu's room. The moment we stepped out of Yagamu's room onto the rooftop, we heard an unexpected voice. Hey, do you guys have a minute? What do you want?
Long time no see, everyone.
Ima and Kako. Well, you two are an unusual sight around here. To what do we owe the honor? Could already feel the tensions rising. We exchanged knowing glances and prepared ourselves to fight if we needed to. Nobody could tell what these two were thinking. Even when we entered Nezumi during the Ava incident before. No need to be so worried. We're here to offer you our unconditional surrender.
Right, like a white flag.
Kako raised both her hands as a sign of surrender. That's not both hands, game. She's only raising one hand here. So you're not going to antagonize us anymore? I mean, it's not like we can beat you guys, right?
Now Takamaru's dead.
Really? There's no point in competing against you the way things are right now? In fact, we're all hoping we could join you. Sounds like a good deal for you.
For all those terrible things you said to Takumi.
I'm not expecting you to welcome us for free, of course. I'm bearing a gift. What kind of gift? My life. I'll stay in last place throughout the next round and die in exchange. I ask you keep my dear sister safe when I'm gone. What?
Brother dearest, what are you talking about?
I'll even let you lock me in that cage in the courtyard if you doubt my sincerity. Then I'll die in the same cage Ava once occupied. Poetic justice for my attempted murder of her.
Brother dearest, no. How could I live without you?
Come now, sister dearest. This is the way it should be.
It's an unspoken rule that an older brother takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
Ima's words made me remember what Ava said. This before she died.
To earn my title as mother, there's something I must do. I must teach Nozomi the meaning of true love and the strength of a real parent who never sacrifices her children to benefit herself.
A loving heart that moves someone to give their life to protect another. Completely contrary to the killing game stood for. And that was why. It's fine. You can both join the team. Really? Yeah. Takamaru asked me to forgive you two anyway. I'm so grateful, Mr. Samino. I will die as promised, so please take care of my dear... on one condition. Ima, you are prohibited from dying. You need to survive too. What? Hold on, Mr. Samito. If I survive, that means someone else has to die. No. Nobody has to die. I'm gonna put an end to this game. Don't worry. As long as we remain united, the sponsor will be no match for us. Seems like someone has developed a killer new attitude since we last met. Saw him. That's how our leader should be.
I feel like we're letting these two off too easy, but I'm good if Takumi is. Ima, Kako, let's put the past behind us and work together from the future. Girls, I usually can't stand cringy stuff like this. I'll let this one slide. It'll be a change for all that awkwardness at least.
To be fair to the others, we all fell for the sponsor's ploy to divide and conquer. Now we're finally united as one again. The pride of the Special Defense Unit is at stake. Let's take down that sponsor. Our newfound unity made us all the more determined to fight against our enemy. We'd carry on the will of those who'd passed on before us and do what we needed to be done. Alright, let's get this meeting started. Needless to say, we're all here to discuss how to bring down the sponsor once and for all. I shot Yugamu a glance and he took over. To beat the sponsor, we will first need to deal with the 3 deadly weapons they wield. First of all, their suit. As you all know by now, it has the ability to negate hemoenema-based attacks. None of our superhuman attacks can even stretch it.
Technology that nullifies the power of divine blood. The inventor must be a real wizard. It's crazy. It's crazy weak against physical attacks. Anyone can destroy it with a regular weapon.
Yeah, we broke through it with a simple crossbow. Not all that tough. Shot holes in the first sponsor's suit 50 nights ago. The damage in it wasn't a real problem. The sponsor had 2 other weapons at their disposal. The bees are especially lethal. If we get so much as touch the sponsor, they'll swarm and attack us.
Just like when they killed the others by sucking their blood dry.
Mr. Yakushiji was killed by those accursed bees too.
But why are those bees still here in the school after the change of sponsor?
Likely because they aren't servants to a specific sponsor. They serve the invader hunt itself.
As long as the game continues, we'll have to live in fear of those bees.
It's not like those bees are invincible, though. Remember, we also have one of the sponsor's suits. The bees can't touch anyone who's wearing it. Here comes the biggest problem. The sponsor's 3rd weapon. The deadly new weapon they've somehow gotten their hands on. The detonator for the bombs inside us.
We held back by bombs in our bodies is such a killing game cliche. At this point, starting to feel like deja vu.
Ah.
There were 7 buttons on that controller. Each button had an image on it, with one of us on it.
Ah.
But it doesn't have Nizumi on it. They probably did that so they wouldn't accidentally press the wrong button in the heat of the moment. It ensures the right person gets taken out before they attack the sponsor. But if they're hiding in the suit, he doesn't really know which button to push, so that would be something. Third weapon's maybe the worst of all. So that around, you can't even get close. Hey, I know. What if I attacked the sponsor while wearing the suit?
Oh, Zoe, what is this nonsense? Are you trying to die?
No, this isn't a suicide mission. In fact, I think the odds are in my favor. Think about it. There's no one better to do the job than me because I don't have a bomb in my body. Oh, right. You're not an official member, so... Zumi came to the academy of her own free will. She basically snuck in without people in charge noticing. Unlike us, she hadn't had a bomb implanted in her while she was unconscious. Even so, was it a good idea to put Nizumi in such great danger? Even if we did, beat the sponsor by risking her life.
Oh.
I'd say that building a strategy around Nizumi is feasible. Negates one of the sponsor's weapons. That's big.
So I can do it?
But even if we risked our lives to beat the sponsor, would that really end the game? Beat the sponsor, beat the game? Oh no, the sponsor actually is still alive. That's been the flow of the event so far.
Right, another successor might show up. And they've got an army of zombies after all. Creating successors out of dead bodies is too freaky even for me. But didn't the successor mention that they only had one body right now? No. There's only one of me. I'm not talented enough to control more than one body.
Obviously, that was a lie. Why would they show their hands so easily? We should assume the sponsor is still multiple bodies. It's pointless to kill just one of the one we see. What if we can find and kill the person controlling them? There being one person in control was just a theory. Even if I was right, where would this person be? How could we find them? The sponsor's like a roach. Like that can't be squished. Sponsor suddenly raised her voice in frustration. I said I should just drop dead already. Why won't this game end? I'll be mad, Mr. Tsubasa. It's basically a stylistic form for killing games to drag on and on. Stylistic form? Ever notice how the killing games in movies and comics never seem to end once they get started? The players exploit a loophole and think they've won, only to find themselves at the start of another game. They beat the mastermind and think it's finally over, only for the true mastermind to show up. It sounds like you're describing the invader hunt. Yeah, as far as killing games though, this hunt's about a cliche as it come. I mean, have you seen her rules?
There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. I bet the sponsor's hoping it'll drag on forever. Oh, just knock me out now.
How do we win?
After killing games that started in with a bang. Oh, my recent wrecks include.
Romain proceeded to go on a tangent about killing game reviews and theories. I already tuned out by then. There was something she said earlier that I couldn't get out of my mind. There is no clear rule explaining how the players can win the game. She was right. There was nothing in the rules about us winning. For some odd reason, that statement stuck in my mind, even though I couldn't figure out for the life of me why it seemed so important. Takumi, are you okay? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just thinking about something. ignored the odd sensation and focused on continuing the discussion. Let's put our heads on together, come up with a way to beat the sponsor, and prevent another one from showing up. We talked over different ideas right until nighttime, and still couldn't come up with anything viable.